If the subject is India's strong, successful and decisive Operation Sindoor in response to a terrorist attack in Pahalgam, there can be no quarrel with that subject. The subject is really the aftermath of Operation Sindoor, the consequences of Operation Sindoor. On the subject itself, if you ask me, was Operation Sindoor strong? I would say yes. Was Operation Sindoor successful? I would say yes. If you ask me, was Operation Sindoor decisive? I can only say time will tell. Whether Operation Sindoor was decisive, only time will tell. I'm reminded of a decisive war. On December 16, 1971, there was a historic victory. General Niazi surrendered to General Jagjit Singh Arora along with 93,000 soldiers. It was the largest surrender of prisoners of war after World War II. That was a decisive victory. On the contrary, Operation Sindoor ended with a ceasefire. The India-Pakistan war over Bangladesh ended with a surrender of the Pakistani forces in favor of India. Operation Sindoor ended with a ceasefire. I think the people of India know the difference between surrender and a ceasefire. I must record that the military leadership of India was exemplary. Let me repeat. The military leadership of India was exemplary. And not only during Operation Sindoor, but after Operation Sindoor, the military leadership has been candid and forthright. The Chief of Defence Staff admitted tactical mistakes. He also said, after the tactical mistakes, they paused and the military leaders got together and re-strategized. He admitted losses. Which is why, while I call the CDS and the other military leaders, their leadership exemplary, I call them candid, forthright, and transparent, because he admitted tactical mistakes, re-strategizing, and admitted losses. The Deputy Chief of Army Staff admitted that Chinese aircraft had been deployed. He also admitted that Chinese missiles had been deployed. He also admitted that drones, and we gather it's from Turkey, were deployed. If true, and I see no reason to disbelieve the Chief of Defence Staff and the Deputy Chief of Army Staff, if true, if Chinese aircraft J-10 and Chinese missiles PL-15 were deployed by Pakistan, the only conclusion is China was testing its military hardware in the India-Pakistan conflict. Government has so far not acknowledged the security failure and the intelligence failure. Please remember, I think Milind and Praful mentioned the Mumbai terror attack. I took over as Home Minister the day after the Mumbai terror attack was ended. on December 1. Within a few days, I flew to Bombay. I think Milind was with me. Flew to Bombay, and in the first press conference, I said, I admit security failure, intelligence failure, and I regret the failure. Why can't the government say that?
Yes. Yes.
While I congratulated the military leadership as exemplary, I know what everybody will know what I'm intending to say. The political leadership has been thoroughly disappointing. So please understand, it's no longer preparing for a one-front war or a two-front war. Pakistan and China are no longer different fronts. It's a fused front. The pilots were Pakistanis, the aircraft were Chinese. The finger was Pakistani military leaders, the missiles were Chinese. The operator was Pakistani, the drones were from Turkey. Where is your plan? To fight not a one-front war, not a two-front war, but a fused front war of India fighting Pakistan and China fused together. During and after Operation Sindoor, mark my words, during Operation Sindoor, May 7th to May 10th, and after Operation Sindoor, on 9th of May 2025, IMF approved $1 billion to Pakistan under the Extended Fund Facility, bringing the total disbursements to $2.1 billion. India sits on the 18-member committee of IMFC, International Monetary Fund Committee. We did not vote against the proposal. We abstained. Why? Why did we abstain? Should we not have voted against the proposal? By saying Operation Sindoor is going on and you are giving money for what? That money will fuel the war. On 3rd of June 2025, Asian Development Bank approved a loan of $800 million. Recently, the World Bank decided to lend $40 billion over a 10-year period. So who in the World Bank, who in the Asian Development Bank, who in the IMF is standing by us? US and China, otherwise rivals, voted in favor of all the proposals. They didn't abstain. They voted in favor of all the proposals. India did not vote against, but abstained. Is this the political leadership that the military leadership deserves? Worse, many members have mentioned, Pakistan has been elected as chairman of the UNSC Taliban Sanctions Committee. Pakistan has been elected as a vice chairman of the UNDC Counter-Terrorism Committee. This is the greatest irony. Pakistan is being elected vice chairman of the Counter-Terrorism Committee. China's Foreign Minister Wang Yi, my Honorable Foreign Minister's good friend, he meets him often. China's Foreign Minister Wang Yi praised Pakistan's resolute action on terrorism and supported Pakistan. Our Foreign Minister after he made the statement, met Mr. Wang Yi. He also had an audience with President Xi. Now, will he please tell us, what did he tell Mr. Wang Yi and what did he tell President Xi? We'll come to President Trump later. But this is Mr. Wang Yi and Mr. President Xi, who support Pakistan, praise Pakistan's resolute action on terrorism. What did we do? We sent delegations to so many countries. Everyone condemned terrorism, sympathized with the victims in India. But which country condemned, named and shamed Pakistan?